Most of us spend the majority of our time on some sort of technology, whether it's working on a computer or communicating over an app. But the connection between the electrical circuits and your game of Candy Crush is a difficult bridge to build in your mind. Sure, we know there are some ones and zeros involved, but it's all hidden behind a colorful glass screen. Cars are a bit less convoluted. You can see the wheels spinning, feel the suspension react to changing road conditions, but still yet, the mechanical parts are mostly tucked under the hood and out of sight. Luxury cars are praised for their ability to dampen noise and provide the smoothest ride possible, giving the impression of driving on top of a pillowy cloud without the slightest hint to how all of it works. For most cars, any maintenance you want to do on your own requires special tools from the dealer and potentially a mechanical lift. But the motorcycle is different. Everything is accessible. At least for most bikes, many key components of the motorcycle are exposed. You can see the forks dampen when you hit a bump. A set of Allen keys paired with a socket wrench can go a long way. This gives us the opportunity to perform our own maintenance, to become intimately acquainted with the inner workings of our machine, to understand the temperament of our bike. Just as the cowboy senses when his horse needs a rest, the motorcyclist senses subtle signals from the machine. The brakes feel a bit soft. Maybe it's time to change the fluid or pads. It's the expertise developed by taking systems apart and reassembling them. To be able to envision the springs compressing in fresh oil, to envision the valves opening and closing with each turn of the engine. So why do we wrench? Why be your own mechanic? Why take on the responsibility of maintaining your motorcycle yourself? Firstly, working on your motorcycle provides a sense of fulfillment from performing the job yourself. When you drop off your motorcycle at a mechanic, you hope the proper fix was made to the highest level quality possible. But when you perform the maintenance yourself, you take care to do it correctly. Your safety is on the line. You can ensure the highest quality care is taken and that top quality replacement parts are utilized. This level of ownership is fulfilling and puts you in control of your own destiny, so that when you hop back in your saddle after the maintenance is complete, you can ride down the road with assurance that your bike was properly maintained. Second, there's a tangible nature to working on a motorcycle. Many of us have day jobs that lead to digital, intangible outcomes. A sales number increasing, a business partnership agreement being signed, a never-ending inbox of emails. But working with one's hands on a tangible project has tremendous mental benefits. It's why people lean toward hobbies like knitting, gardening, or something athletic. Working on a motorcycle allows you to have a tangible outcome, whether it is a maintenance or an upgrade to your bike. When you change your tires yourself, there's a direct tangible outcome of a smoother ride. You can visibly see the new tires on the bike and the old tires off. It is direct progress and improvement that your mind can comprehend. Third, maintaining or improving your motorcycle by yourself gives you a deeper appreciation of the motorcycle itself, the appreciation of the blend of form and function. Before learning about the inner workings of motorcycles, you see it as one big machine. Twisting the throttle makes it go forward, pulling the brake lever makes it stop. But learning about the underlying functions of components on a motorcycle gives you a new appreciation for how intricate the machine is. How many systems have to work together to allow the bike to perform properly. For example, if you perform the standard maintenance of changing your brake pads, you gain a deeper understanding of how the braking system works. You pull the lever, which creates hydraulic pressure through the brake line down to the brake assembly, which contains two pads that apply pressure on both sides of the disc. And it makes you think more critically about that system. What are the brake pads made out of? How do they resist so much heat? Why is brake fluid needed in the brake lines instead of a fluid like water? This contemplation and search for knowledge certainly leads to an advanced ability to diagnose and solve problems on your motorcycle. But it also simply creates a more intimate relationship between man and machine. Have you ever been sentimental about getting rid of an old iPhone? Probably not. You know the apps that live within the operating system, but not the technical components that bring the phone to life. People can't wait to upgrade to the new version. But with a motorcycle or car that you work on yourself, you've been in the trenches with it, patched it up, upgraded it, made it an extension of yourself in a way. I see a much closer parallel to watches. Many mechanical watchmakers will release watches with clear casebacks, allowing the wearer to witness the intricacies of gears, springs, and the escapement. Even though a cell phone or battery-powered watch will always keep more accurate time, there are still passionate watch aficionados that prefer mechanical, simply because of a deeper appreciation of the intricacies of the mechanical watch. The same is true for people who get to know the underlying systems of their motorcycle. They're able to view the motorcycle on multiple levels: the holistic level of its general aesthetic, its ability to get you from point A to point B, and the enablement of adventure. But after delving into maintenance, one can appreciate the motorcycle on a more systems-based level: how the throttle interacts with the carburetor and affects the opening of the valves, the movement of the pistons. So next time your motorcycle needs an oil change, buy the oil and filter and attempt to change it yourself. It's a simple maintenance that can give you an appreciation of the importance of keeping the metal inside your engine lubricated properly to keep it cool. Gradually, you'll begin to understand the intricacies of different motorcycle systems and how they interact together. Although you might run into a bolt you can't remove or get grease underneath your fingernails, the resulting satisfaction and fulfillment of being your own mechanic far outweighs the roadblocks you will run into along the journey.